What's up, everybody? Welcome to the extra episode of the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris, and today I'm joined by the host with the most, the great deliverer, the lacker of achievements, Liquid. Liquid, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well, dude. In fact, I'm doing so well that I want to let you know that I ran through death's door, hence giving me some more achievements. I also beat Nobody Saves the World last night, which also gave me some more achievements. So, when you say lacking, maybe you should check those achievement boards a little bit there, Chris.
As you guys, what I didn't want to happen, and what I was scared of was gonna happen, is that Liquid decided to turn his eye of gamer on the Xbox landscape and has just been rocking the crap out of achievements, making me look like a poser in real time. And I can tell you, I've never cared about achievements, and now Liquid's just out here putting my Nexus button to shame.
Dude, it's so funny because yesterday I was like, let me compare myself to other people, like to see like on my friends list to just see who has more achievements. Dude, there's some people that have like crazy amount. Now granted, I know achievements has been around like longer than trophies, for example, on the PlayStation side, but dude, there's people who have been playing, like Andreas is like 100,000 something. I'm like, I'm only like 40,000, like 39,000, something like that, and he's like 132,000, like some weird number like that. I'm like, whoa. And I instantly went into like defense mode. I'm like, dude, get a life, losers. Jeez.
He's married. He owns a house.
Yeah, that's not a life.
He's a patron.
It's not a real life.
Alright. Oh my god, but yeah, man. No, I guess him and Ivan, I guess at one point,
Yeah.
in like the 360, they were about that life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could see it, dude. I'm like, whoa. You could tell, yeah, this was your primary console. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm like, Xbox has never been like Xbox has been my Call of Duty player or my Halo player in 360, and that was it. So when I saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, yeah, I'm not catching up to those guys anytime soon. That's for damn sure.
Hey, with the power of Game Pass, nothing's impossible.
You never
my
know.
friend.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, they're PC kids now. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, that
you
is true. That's a good point.
This could be the beginning of Liquid's counteroffensive.
Yeah, there it is.
Anyway, so Liquid,
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story.
I love story
Oh.
time. I love it.
Yeah, cause I was trying to think for the extra episodes, what's something that I could say or do. I'm like, Liquid has great stories of his own, and I'm like, you know what? And I was working, I was driving, I was thinking, I was like, I remember that I did something.
Okay.
Circa the year 2019. Now,
Oh.
back then, I used to also do Lyft. And this one guy wanted to come from Tampa to like Miami,
Oh.
and that was like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for the simple fact I want to say I did it.
Really, dude, it's so
Yeah.
funny because I see like those long distance trips, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I wonder if any of these like Uber or people that are these drivers, if they actually accept any of these long ones. Like,
Yeah,
so you
I
did it. Wow. Okay.
I was like, you know what? We're going to Miami, and then we're going there. He was a trucker. He was telling me about his life, da da da,
Okay.
and how he moved to this country. And he's like, man, he's like, I'm just working. He used to deliver how how like there'd be like oversized load, and it'd be like a trailer or like a house that's on
Oh yeah,
top,
yeah, like a mobile home.
yeah, like a big So he delivers houses. And I was
Oh.
like, oh man. I was like, damn, dude. I'm like, so you're driving? He's like, yeah, man. It's like, I'm like, has someone ever hit your house? He's like, bro, that kind of stuff happens all the time. He's like, it
Really?
hasn't happened to me, but he's like, it's happened to like everyone he knows. He's like, I'm the only person that hasn't happened to.
Wow. Well,
I'm like, they're moving that house because someone probably bought it.
right.
And how do you say, hey, your house got hit by a car?
Yeah. During transportation.
Yeah, you don't. That's a weird conversation.
Right.
to have with
Right.
someone.
Right.
Anyway, so obviously this took 4 hours. I got over
Mhm.
there. It was pretty seamless. We hit the turnpike,
Nice.
so we were fine, right? But the thing is, your boys are getting tired
Of
on the
course.
way back. About 2 hours back, I was like, I need some energy drinks. I start getting loopy. Anybody who knows me, when Chris gets sleepy, Chris gets weird. All right.
That's a fact.
So when, like, when this is happening, my brain's all over the place, and I'm like, let me say some weird shit. And, like, let me do some weird shit, because
Okay.
then, like, that activates. And one of the things was, like, when I was getting at the gas station, like, I went to the gas station, and I went up to, like, the cashier, got the 2, like, energy drinks, and I went up to her, and I was like, what's today's date? And she said whatever the date was, and then I was just like, what year is it? And she looks at me crazy. Was she or he? I can't remember. I think it was a she.
Okay.
And then she looks at me crazy.
Okay.
She was like, she tells me the year 2019, and then I kind of look down, and I'm like, has it happened yet? All right, well, thank you so much, and I just walk away.
Okay. And she probably dumbfounded, like, what?
She probably thought I was an idiot. But then I think about it. I said that in 2019, Liquid.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 2020?
Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. She's probably just like, oh, this guy knew. He's a time traveler. We have time traveling episodes, by the way.
I thought it'd be funny just to, like, as a funny bit, just maybe.
Right.
And I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, this person probably seriously believes I traveled through time.
Yeah, no shit, dude. And if she looks you up on YouTube, she sees you have time traveling episodes. So maybe, I don't know what to say.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god. And then I stopped them because it got a little too close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of these days we got to revisit that for fun.
Oh yeah, we will for sure.
Yeah,
I think so.
But yeah, dude, I'm like, and I was just like, man, what convinced, like, the timing, because it happened like in the summertime. It was like the end of summer, so it was like July, August, around this time.
Okay.
Before, like, you started hearing murmurings of COVID and all.
Right.
That.
So wait, this was, you said what, around what month would you say, or like?
I want to say like late July, like early August.
Okay, so we probably knew it was around. It was like probably in other countries already. Like we started seeing those reports by now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like the thing that was wild, I was just like, oh, I thought about it. I was like, oh my god, I said all that right before COVID hit. I mean, there's no way this person, if remembers me,
right,
like the moment, like they have to believe I'm a time traveler.
Yeah, I would imagine.
The thing is, this is not the first time I've ever done this, by the way.
Oh, it's just something you do for funsies.
Yeah, I've done it before several of times.
Okay.
And I'm like, then I was like, am I weird that I just pretend to be a time traveler?
No, it's fun.
Strangers?
That's fun as hell. Dude, first of all, that's fun. The best part of Jumanji is when Robin Williams is like, what year is it? Is that what he says? What, or something like that? Like, oh, does he say, what year is it? Hold on. Oh, God. Now I'm confused. Did I just make that up in my head?
I don't remember, but you could be wrong because there obviously was a time jump for him.
Oh, yeah, no, it was the meme. You see the whole...
Oh yeah!
What year is
man.
it?
I did have a beard at that time too.
Oh god, that's pretty funny, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
So
and I was just,
oh good.
And I was just thinking, like, Liquid, have you ever done anything like that?
The closest thing for what you're describing is I used to work for Walgreens, right? And when I worked for Walgreens, dude, I worked there for so long where I would just get bored. So like me and the people would like just like kind of like challenge each other. So there was just one point just to have fun. Like what I would do is I would like have something in my hand and I would pretend to fall and it'll all go like flying all over the place. Like it'd be like bottles of like shampoo and so I'm like, oh no. And then like I'll fall and shit. And then the lady's like, oh, are you alright? And then I look at her like up and down like it's her fault. Like you bitch. Like. So I'll get up and just like look at it like, and then I'll walk away. And they're like, "What the fuck just happened?" And I'm like she's the one who tripped me. That's the most I'd ever do to like mess with people.
Oh my God.
And like yeah, people think it was funny as shit, but that's probably the most. As far as close to what you're talking about, never have I acted I was from like another year. I gotta try that though.
It's so much fun. The thing is, I don't know the town I was in. It was legit. You were driving because people that are watching. Well, everyone's watching this lives in Florida. Well, eventually later on, if you guys circle back around the drain. In Florida, there's like a lot of big cities, and there'll be a lot of nothing. And I was in one of those nothing towns that are all just off the interstate.
Okay.
I'm sure that's universal across America.
Right.
And I'm like, because there was like, it was one of those things when on the way in, there was a legit bug zapper. So you
Oh,
hear the, as I was walking up, I'm like, oh damn, dog, I'm like in Florida.
yeah. You ever hear those in Publix? You see that? You know, in Publix they be having those by the door.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I think every Publix. Well, I don't know. Do they have any more? It used to be like I used to remember always seeing it by the big ass scale that they have there for people who want to weigh themselves. They would have a big purple light with like a fence in front of it, so you don't touch it. And yeah, you hear like you just see. I'm like, oh, a few flies got right now. Like, yeah, I see. Man, I gotta go to Publix later today, so I'm gonna look out for it.
Yeah, look out for it. You know, maybe put a picture right here.
Oh, put it on Instagram. Oh yeah, I guess I could put it in the show, right, in the episode here.
Yeah, you can if you want to.
If we'll see.
Well, let's see. Well, it depends on the Publix. If not,
that's true. That's true.
Disregard this.
Right.
And it made me think. I'm like, what are other weird things that I do? Because we talked about the weird stuff Liquid does before. We have talked about on previous episodes, and I was like, what's something else weird I did? And because I was driving, I was thinking like, what's weird stuff I do in the car? And the thing is, like, when I know someone's watching me, I'll go into like karaoke or I'll start dancing and I'll start like moving.
Is it to make them feel
but I won't look at them.
Right.
We won't have a moment where we're like, hey, it's funny, ha ha ha. I'm doing it, and then I'll just be like perfectly straight until the light moves. And I think it's the fun. It's like why personally I'm like, man, I never want tinted windows because I love when someone I know is just staring at me, and then I'm just gonna be like, oh, what was it? Like, I was listening to the Darkness, like, I believe in a thing called love. So I'm just listen to the rhythm, aha, and I'm just like going at it. And you know, he hits a high note, like, ah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
and then people just stare.
And then when I know the car's like, and it's great because I could tell when the car's like staying next to me.
No.
Like, hey, bro, like they want that interaction. I'm
right.
giving it to you. And I don't know why I do it. And Frank has been in the car with me when this has happened before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like one time I did it, and then he had a standing, and I just grabbed it, and I just started body rolling. And Frank's just like, what are you doing? I was like, Frank, are they still staring at me? And Frank looks like, yep. He's like, good, I'm not looking at them.
Nice.
And I just get to go. And I'm like, I didn't realize that I think it's the funniest thing to do. And I'm like, I don't know where it came from.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that is weird that it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
but not because I've never done anything like that. Nothing like that. Like messing with like people next to me. Like the most I've ever done is like driving. Like there's a dude trying to like bob and weave out of traffic. So like I'll go like slow next to another car on purpose so he doesn't get past us. Like I do stuff like that, but not to like mess with people who are staring at me from the. Usually I'm the one doing the staring, I think. So that's probably why I'm the nosy piece of shit who's staring into everybody else's cars.
Oh, because I was just like, man, I was like, I do that, and I'm like, I never thought about it until the other day. I was just like I was in this weird like mind space, like, what's the weird shit that I do? And I'm like, these are things that I do, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, that is strange that it came out of nowhere though. Like you said, I don't know. That's weird. Like
it is weird.
Oh, because like you would think like it would be more understandable if there was something behind it. Like, oh man, I do this because this happened or something happened in my past, a freak accident where I have to do it. Now this is my superpower. So I don't know, something weird like that.
Yeah, dude, I don't get why I like started up. It's just one day, and it's not like, you know me, I technically haven't been driving for a long time,
right?
So it's one of those things. I'm like, it just like unlocks in my brain, and I don't understand why. There must have been an event somewhere where someone gave me attention, and I'm like, I'm gonna make you remember me, but I'm not gonna. Well, I know, but I don't need you to know that I know.
Right.
It's such a weird mind thing that I do for no reason. Like I don't have to do any of it, but boy, does the only thing it does, it makes my heart fill with joy and happiness.
Wow.
And then when I'm driving later, I'm like, ha ha ha, and I'm like, no one cares but you, Chris.
Hey, whatever makes you happy, dude. If you can get enjoyment out of it, Chris, I say keep doing it. All right, I say do it even more. Like just increase it to 10 if you needed to.
just
amp it up a little bit, like Action Man. Anyways, let me stop.
God.
That's probably a deep cut that a lot of people don't know about. Like,
Don't they?
like you have to be a Fox Kids kid to know.
Oh man, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
I
no
feel
one
like
ever talk,
after Power Rangers, like that was kind of rare.
I feel like no one claims being a Fox kid. Everyone
No,
talks about being on Nickelodeon, talks about being Disney kids. No one's like, yo, I was a Fox kid. Because
no.
I was indeed a Fox kid.
I would say I was partially because I think even no, that was I'm trying to remember. Did Fox have Pokemon as well, or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, so yeah, I used to watch Pokemon in the mornings. I used to watch, Action Man. I watched a few of those, like, and then let me see. Yeah, I would be, dude. After school, I would watch X-Men because I think X-Men was also on there.
Yep.
So yeah, so I guess I was too, but it's just like the other, and I know we're kind of like going way away from this driving thing, but hey, this is our show. We do what the fuck we want. But
it's the extra episode. You guys paid for it.
yeah. So it's funny you mentioned because I was actually thinking about this too the other day. Because I'm like,
Okay.
like you said, there's the Nickelodeon side, there's the Cartoon Network side, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because the Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network were the big two. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Fox Kids wasn't all day. That's the thing. Like Nickelodeon Cartoon Network provided us cartoons 24/7. Well, Nickelodeon not so much. They would have Nick at Night and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, all day they would have cartoons. Fox
Yeah.
Kids didn't. It was like a segment of Fox that had like these cartoons. So I think that's why you don't hear as much anymore, or that's why you don't hear as much. But I wanted to ask, so like, were you more of a Cartoon Network kid or a Nickelodeon kid?
It depends on my age.
Oh,
There is a time where Nickelodeon was the jam because when Doug Funny, Patty Mayonnaise, Rugrats,
Hey
you know,
Arnold.
All Real Monsters, this time
Yeah.
I was there. But then as I got a little older, Dragon Ball Z hit.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So it was just like it's all about, I'm like, yo, and that was the turning where I'm like, yo, unless I'm not watching a cartoon where someone's punching someone, I don't want to see it.
I got
All
you.
right?
Okay.
You know, Sailor Moon got in, but I had to pretend like I didn't watch Sailor Moon. When
Obviously.
obviously we all were watching Sailor Moon.
No, I didn't. I refuse to admit because I didn't. I never watched Sailor Moon, and here's why. So, as a kid, first of all, growing up, I can honestly say I was more of a Nickelodeon kid. Only because I didn't have Cartoon Network for the longest time. We only had this package, the cable package that included Nickelodeon. It didn't have Cartoon Network. My cousin had Cartoon Network, right?
So you went over there, you were watching.
Oh my god,
bro.
dude! I was just like, and this is when it was like when Hanna
Dexter's
Barbera.
Laboratory?
No, this was before even that. This was more Hanna Barbera. Even though Dexter's a Hanna Barbera too, but it was just more of a like SWAT Cats and Pirates of Dark Water and like it was like these fucking awesome cartoons. I'm like, oh, I don't get these at home, but I would be pissed because like my cousin would have it. This was like I was probably like this is when I was like in kindergarten, right? Or maybe actually like first grade. Frank wasn't going to school yet.
Okay.
So my aunt, my cousin or his mom which is my aunt. I don't know why I made that so weird. I don't know why I made it sound weirder than what it was. But while my mom worked and I went to school, my aunt used to like watch Frank during those 8 hours or so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, Frank's so fucking lucky because he gets to watch nothing but Cartoon Network while I gotta go to school like an idiot. I hated it, dude. I hated it so much until Frank started going to school. And nobody watching fucking Cartoon Network. Now, eventually,
Billy wasn't alive yet, right?
no, he wasn't even close to being alive yet. And then Cartoon Network, when we finally got Cartoon Network, I went into town, and that's when I was like, oh, Dexter's Laboratory, fucking
Laboratory.
I was in Laboratory, like Samurai Jack and fucking like they had the cool stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Samurai Jack is so good. Did you ever see when it came back?
Dude, I always say I want to come around and watch. I never did.
Oh my god, bro, it's so good.
Really?
It's just they adulted enough.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah, and you see a little bit of blood, you're like it's not like a cut, like
Yeah.
Samurai Jack get cuts.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Now he gets cut, then he gets bleeding. And then,
Oh.
oh my god, because they take it in a very interesting place, and you don't even think. I don't want to say for you, just in case for spoilers,
Uh-huh.
but like they take it into place. You're like, I never even thought about that as a kid, because obviously, like, oh damn, I can't talk about it. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm sorry for bringing up a topic I can't talk about on.
I mean, it's been long enough, dude. I don't mind if you spoil it.
Oh well, it talks about Samurai Jack killing a human.
Oh, really?
Because now he's always killing monsters and robots.
Right.
So he kills a person for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And he has to deal with that.
That's wild, dude.
And he has like PTSD.
Oh, really?
Well, he'll be talking to himself. He's like, "You failed everyone." Then he's like, "No, I'm not trying." And it's fucking with him because of this sword. Like 50 years have passed.
Right.
He's still the same age.
Right.
And he's like, "I'm never gonna die." He's like, I have to live with my failures.
Okay.
And I can't even die. I stay the same age.
Yeah.
And I failed. And like dealing with the complexities of that, and you're like, you son of a bitch. Like, yo, I didn't think I thought I was just here watching some space samurai stuff.
Yeah.
And here we are. They're like, oh man, and it gets wild at the end.
Does it?
And, boy, it gets good.
Well, I know does it have a proper closing or no?
Yes.
Okay, because there was a recent game that came out. It's really good, actually. It's actually surprisingly good. It's a Samurai Jack game for like Xbox One and PS4 even. And
I think I remember it.
I don't know if it's what happens after this last season, or in between the season, the original season and then latest season. I don't know if it's one of those. It fits in the timeline though. It is technically canon.
It's canon.
It is canon to the story. Yes. Oh. And I bought it on sale for like, I think it was like $5 or $8 one time. So, dude, maybe we have to do a run through with that or something. Maybe I gotta run through the anime first.
A good Samurai Jack.
I gotta watch the cartoon first though.
Oh, back to
I gotta run through that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so who had the better? So you know, obviously I'm sure you were a fan of Adult Swim. Everybody is. I feel like yeah. I think Adult Swim's like a unanimous thing where everybody loves it. I've never heard anybody not like it.
Yeah, it was late night cartoons. The reason why, for the uninitiated, I'm going to explain to the audience. The reason why Adult Swim was such a big thing, because after a certain time, Nick at Night happened.
Right.
Cartoons stopped.
Right.
And it's like, nah, bro. Guess what? You got late night cartoons, and you have to watch them late. So, at the time you're a kid, so staying up late feels cool.
Yeah.
You're watching cool cartoons, and like, hey, they're rated mature. You're gonna see some stuff, and you're like, whoa, I'm watching not even cartoons, I'm watching cool cartoons that I'm not supposed to. Maybe I could have put the volume a little down when I watch it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see, I remember even like they would have like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and like I was too young to really like appreciate it. I feel like I think it looks great now, but like back then I was too young. But there was a time when Nickelodeon on Saturday night they would have Snick, where you get like all that, you get the, what I'm saying? So they had something, but it wasn't to the Adult Swim extent.
Bro, they had Dragon Ball Z uncut, and I was like, all this stuff happens? Like I didn't realize that the cartoons were edited. What I was seeing during the day. So I'm seeing just Vegeta just blowing people away. Like this is the thing where like Vegeta fully decapitates somebody.
Oh really? Wow.
And I'm like, you see his head drop and roll.
I gotcha.
And there's this part where Krillin gets harpooned, and usually in the show he gets stabbed, thrown away. This one, Frieza proceeds to mock his friends, and then kind of hobbles up and down. So he's just getting impaled like this, and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh my god!
Wow.
And you're like, Krillin is just being ragdolled doing this thing, like he's like, ha, ha, like, and you're like, Frieza's evil, Frieza's terrifying, what's happening? Then he launches him away, and then everyone's too scared to help him because nobody wants to smoke.
Right, obviously. Dude, that's
until
wild.
Piccolo comes, and then Piccolo's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Piccolo's cool.
Piccolo is cool, man. Hey, to the real fathers out there.
Is that a thing?
Do you get that joke?
No.
Do you get that joke?
No.
Well, the thing is, like, Goku's a terrible dad.
Wait, this is the fans that are saying this?
This is the fans that are saying, and the cartoon doesn't help.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the cartoon is showing us why he's a piece of shit. But go ahead.
Because Goku's always off training, and Piccolo's actually out here raising his son. And then, like, so, like, like it's one of those things that's just known that like for Father's Day, like technically Gohan has 2 dads and stuff like that. And then it
Oh.
doesn't help when like they're fighting Cell. He's like, hey, he's like, oh, you'll get Mikey, like Goku's kid, but he actually wants to dress up like Al Piccolo because
Oh,
Piccolo was
really?
his first master. And like in the abridged Dragon Ball Z, he's like, did your heart skip a literal beat? He's like, shut the fuck up, because he's trying to be cool, but he's like, my heart. Like, oh my god. And it's like this sweet moment where you realize like, you were my first master, and you're like, go on.
Wait, because Gohan, doesn't he dress like him at one point? Like he wears the purple suit, right? The full purple. Does he get a white little cape too? Like,
yeah.
Like when Piccolo was bad when he was the villain, right? Wasn't he dressed like that at one point?
Yeah,
or?
no, like that's like typical Namekian gear.
Okay.
Like a Piccolo's race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like, so for, like, yeah, that's Dragon Ball. He like, well, technically he's still evil at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
But like then through Gohan, it taught him how to be a better person, because everybody treated Piccolo like shit except for Gohan, because Gohan's 5 years old, so he doesn't know who Piccolo is.
Right.
He's like, okay, I guess you kidnapped me, but you're the only person out here. So it's just this weird Dragon Ball Z logic thing, and apparently like Gohan and Piccolo are always together. Even when like Piccolo gets or Gohan gets older and has kids, Piccolo's like still around. Like there's things where they show that Piccolo's taking care of Gohan's kids.
Really, fucking granddaddy
like, hey,
over
I gotta
here.
Go do this, Piccolo. Can you be? And Piccolo's like, whoa. And then the kid's like, yo, what's up, Piccolo? And it's like, oh, it's so sweet.
Wow.
He still cares for Gohan. But Goku's never around.
Yeah, what a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is, when he could be wished back with the Dragon Balls, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stay dead. By the way, I totally have another kid on the way, and we're just gonna ignore that. And then Goku's just like gone for like 5 years while Gohan fully grows up.
Oh man, what the fuck?
Yeah, and if they have Dragon Balls, they can wish him back.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's some family drama if I've ever saw any.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dog. And Chi-Chi's just there cooking all the time.
Chi-Chi.
And apparently they're just living off of Goku's prize money from the tournament.
That's it?
Yeah.
For 5 years? That's a hell of a prize pool. Jesus Christ.
Apparently it is a hell of a prize pool.
My God.
Yeah, that's why they always do the tournament. It's like, oh, prize money. Yeah, like that's
Wow.
Yeah, because Goku ain't working.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he is always training. Wow.
Yeah, and Vegeta ain't got no job. He's married to the richest woman on the planet.
Is that Bulma?
Yeah.
Bulma's richest woman?
Yeah, Bulma and the family is the richest in this entire universe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like everything through Capsule Corp, so everything has that technology. So think about monopolization has happened and Capsule Corp is the one who did it.
Oh, okay. So Capsule Corp essentially owns everything.
Pretty much.
And Bulma's family owns Capsule Corp.
In this universe, never heard of them.
And Bulma's family is one who runs or owns or founded Capsule Corp.
Yes.
Or Capsule Corp. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So, these people so every time there's
did we lose
on a yacht.
Oh. Wait, are you back? Okay, good. We lost you for a second.
I lost you for a second too.
You said anytime what you were saying? Anytime
it shows this show, there's a big party, they're at a big house, it's always Bulma's place.
Oh, I got you.
Because Goku lives in a small house in the woods, and then the only other person who owns anything in that world is Master Roshi, and he lives on an island, just out there.
Oh, okay, I know Master Roshi. He's a bald guy with a beard.
Yes.
He gets the nosebleeds.
He's a huge pervert.
Yeah, he gets the nosebleeds all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bulma pretty much owns everything. Like Piccolo, he lives. Tien and Chaozu live in the woods together. Yamcha used to live with Bulma, but then Vegeta came on through, and now he just lives. It's weird.
He's just around.
He's just around. Poor Yamcha, dog. He got his girl taken and everything, dog. He was on easy street. Then Vegeta just came in and took his girl, dog.
That's messed up.
All right. Well, that was
a journey.
That was
a journey. That was a journey. Yeah.
Well, guys,
talking about what your lift to talking about cartoons to talking about now then Dragon Ball. Just went straight Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. We need to revisit that time. That's what we need to put the best of like Cartoon Network
Uh-huh.
versus the best of
Like
like Nickelodeon
make a
cartoons.
tier list.
Make a tier list. We
Oh,
need to
that'd
make
be
a tier
interesting.
list and then like a bracket
Okay.
to battle them out. Listen, when push comes to shove, bro, we seriously should do that.
Okay, I'm down. That sounds interesting. I like that. I like the idea.
Uh, and you guys might catch it here exclusive on the Patreon. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
This was happening in real time. Well, guys, thank you for going on this whirlwind of conversation. We went around the world, and now we're here. Anyway, Liquid, any last words you want to say for the beautiful patrons at home?
Because I beat Nobody Saves the World, I got my Drinkbox Studios t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drinkbox Studios. But other than that, love each other, take care, but above all else, be cool. That's where I'm at. Chris.
All right, guys. This has been an extra episode of the Microtransaction.